Professor Jeff Lucas, Professor Arthur Francis, Mrs. Malvika, distinguished invitees, proud parents of the graduating students, colleagues, and lastly, but most importantly, the graduating class. On behalf of IILM Undergraduate Business School, I extend my heartiest welcome to our dear colleagues from the University of Bradford, led by its distinguished Vice Chancellor, Professor Cleary. Since this is the first visit by Professor Cleary to the IILM campus, it will be most appropriate to introduce him to this august audience, as well as to the students who are going to receive their degrees today from his hands. Professor Cleary, a product of Jesus College, Cambridge, had a distinguished academic career spanning several universities, both in UK and abroad, before taking over as Vice Chancellor Principal of the University of Bradford. His research interests cover areas which are of paramount importance in today's context, such as environmental change and regulations thereof. We are indeed proud to have such a distinguished personality in our midst during the 9th graduation ceremony. It's a matter of great satisfaction to us that we have successfully completed another year of our academic partnership with the University of Bradford, culminating in today's special event. Even in the increasingly globalized and competitive higher education sector in India, this undergraduate program has been successful in creating and sustaining its own unique identity. Constant pedagogical innovations, as well as relentless revision of contents by both the partner institutions, have kept the program up to date, relevant, and intellectually stimulating. It has been a tradition to say a few words to the students' community on such an occasion. Albert Einstein once said, and I quote, "Education is what remains after one has forgotten everything that he has learned in the school." Forgetting is the easy part, while the distillation is definitely a much more onerous task. But I am sure that some of you effortlessly, and all of you with some efforts, will surely be able to look back with satisfaction and recognize that you did receive education when you were at the Bradford IILM program. May I now call upon the Vice Chancellor to declare the ceremony open. The ceremony is open.
I'm pleased to welcome graduates, their families and friends to this degree congregation of the University of Bradford and the 9th graduation ceremony of the IILM Undergraduate Business School to be held in New Delhi, India. I now invite Professor Arthur Francis, Dean of the School of Management of the University of Bradford, to address the congregation.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands and colleagues, it's my honour and privilege to give this short opening address to this 9th graduation ceremony for University of Bradford graduates of the School of Management at Bradford University. My name is Arthur Francis, Dean of the School of Management, and I've seen the names of all of the graduates here at the exam boards twice every year for the past 3 years. And so it's a very great pleasure now to see the faces behind the names and to be able to congratulate you in person on your great achievement in gaining a University of Bradford degree. I know how much hard work and ability this represents, so very well done. This is, I think, my 10th visit to Delhi since 1998. And over that period, the growth in the Indian economy has been amazing. This is a tremendously exciting period in India and the world's economic history in which to enter the job market. Asia is poised to take over from the West as home to the biggest economies of the world, of which India should be one. Even conservative predictions hold that India will rank among the world's top 5 economies by GDP in 2025. And by that time, you graduates will be less than halfway through your working lives. Even on a per capita basis, this means that income per head is doubling every 20 years. And this means that your grandchildren are likely to be 4 times better off than you before they retire. And this is a really impressive figure. And not only does this higher income for each of us mean a higher income for each of us personally, but economic growth is probably the only answer to the problems of chronic poverty, ignorance and disease. According to McKinsey's Global